So I've come home from work today to find that Colt had done a massive poo in his enclosure. So he's just got out for a bath, which was pretty good timing actually, because he shed 2 days ago and he still had a bit stuck on his back. So he needed a soak, so we've done that. I've given his enclosure a good clean and he's now just about ready to go back in. But I thought because he was in a reasonably good mood, albeit a little bit energetic, we'd get him out and say hello, because he is absolutely beautiful, as you can see, although quite high energy at times. So yeah, so this is Colt. So he, fingers crossed, if any of the eggs are still viable, he will be the dad. He's a lovely boy. He's just a bit high energy and obviously a very strong, large snake. And yeah, but he's just been in the bath, absolutely good as gold. No problems whatsoever. And he's a lovely, lovely boy. We have got, it's probably just out of sight of the video, just here, another 6-foot vivarium, which Beatrice is going to be going into tomorrow. My husband's just going to wire in the heat stuff tomorrow, and then she'll be going into there. So I'll obviously be doing a video on that when it happens. Colt's trying to get hold of the table. Yeah, so that's going to be cool. And then at that point, Blossom is going to be coming down into Beatrice's enclosure, and then Bobby will be going into Blossom's enclosure. So I'm going to get him back into his enclosure now. I just thought while he was out, we would do a little video and say hello, really. So let's get him back in. So another snake that's quite high energy, like Colt, but thankfully not quite as big and strong as he is Tallulah. So she is a titanium reticulated python. She has grown a lot since I got her. She was 6 months old when I brought her home from somebody that just, you know, didn't want her anymore, really. Yeah, she was really quite small at that point, although they said that she was 6 months old. She's grown a lot, as you can see. She was almost like the size of a hatchling at that point. But she's doing really well. She's growing, as you can see, a lot. And she's just a really nice, handleable snake. She's always happy to come out, always happy to have a look around. And yeah, she's just really nice. And these colours are just amazing. So down her side, she's got these really cool silvers, and then she's got the sages on her. Oh, there she is, coming to say hello. Yeah, so she's just really nice. Quickly becoming one of my favourites, actually. I know I shouldn't really say that, but yeah, so I thought she doesn't get as much airtime as she should, being how I do handle her quite a bit. So I thought we'd have a little look at her today, because, well, why not? So this is Tallulah, growing like a weed. So staying with the retic theme, I thought I'd get Tiggy out to say hello. Again, absolutely stunning animal. Doesn't get as much airtime as he deserves, really. He has become, so he's getting a bit bigger, and he's becoming a little bit more viv defensive than he was before. So this is a snake now that I always go in first with the hook. Just a little tap, just to say, I'm not feeding you, I'm coming in to handle you. Just, you know, it just reduces that risk of getting an accidental bite, really. And I do always call them accidental bites, because it will only ever be if he's being defensive, and like this is my house, you're not coming in type of thing. And that generally happens when they're nervous. He is quite a nervous snake. The other type of bite would obviously be a food bite. They mistake you for food, they think it's feeding time. And that's probably the most common bite with a snake, such as Tiggy. Reticulated pythons are renowned for a really good feeding response. as are a lot of the big constrictors actually. So yeah, just something to be mindful. I would always go in. Obviously this isn't quite wide enough to pick up the big constrictors, so I do just use it to give them a tap to say I'm coming in, I'm not feeding you. I'm going to see if I can get a wider one so that I can kind of hook them out. But I don't, to be honest, I probably wouldn't use it like that anyway. I do like to get them out with my hands. Once they're, I'm happy that they don't think it's feeding time. Yeah, so I'm going to get Tiggy back because he's probably had about enough by now. And I just thought I'd get him out because he's an absolute stunner. So that's Tiggy.
Choose it, don't lose it, don't let confuse it. Only then you begun. Feel like that. Feel like that. Shining star, giving, receiving, changing, believing. Only then we could start. Feel like that. Feel like that.
So there we have it. Mixed emotions actually after looking at the eggs at this point. So we are the 22nd today, the 25th, so in 3 days time they are at 85 days. So they should start pipping between 85 and 90 days. So running through the tubs, first one, which is the one at the top, no idea what's going on in there. Few of them look weirdly like they've got really nice veins, but there's not a whole lot else going on in there. the majority of them actually just look empty to me. No idea, we'll see. Second one down, a little bit better, seemed to be a little bit more going on in there. But again, didn't all look fantastic, and obviously at this stage I would expect them to be full. I'd expect them to be full, yeah, because they should have pretty much full-term snakes in there ready to hatch, so in the next week. So the third tub, to me, I know unfortunately the video was really poor because they were really dark. Now that one to me is the most promising, because the fact that it's not filling up with lots of light tells me that there's a mass in there, which hopefully is a healthy, fully developed baby snake. So that's the one that I'm holding out the most hope for at the moment in terms of the tub. Interestingly, that is the one tub that I haven't had out for weeks and weeks now, because it's the one that I've had the probe in for the thermostat. So that's been in there and I haven't even taken it out for quite some time. Yeah, a long time. So maybe I've messed around with the rest too much. You know, I've taken them out once a week, the same as everybody else or most people, just to double check the temperatures with my heat gun, and just have a look, make sure, you know, have a quick look at the veins. Literally the amount of time that I've shot video is the amount of time they've been out the incubator. I don't keep them out, you know, I shoot them with a temperature gun, have a quick look at the veins, and then they go back. I don't mess about with them, I put them straight back. Maybe I should have just left them all the hell alone, really. So we'll see. That's the one I'm holding out the most hope for. The fourth tub, the bottom tub, absolutely honking. They're green, they stink, they're slimy, really not very promising. Oddly enough though, when I popped the light onto them, they did look like a few of them had veins and that there was something in there. I'm guessing from the smell of them that something is dead. But, you know, stranger things have happened. I've seen videos on YouTube where, you know, snakes have hatched out of eggs that look mouldy. So we'll see. I have no idea what's going to happen there. Oddly enough though, they've kind of dimpled and gone a bit softer, which is actually what I would expect them all to be doing at this point, because towards the end of incubation they absorb some of the moisture and the fluid inside of the egg, so actually they do dimple and they get softer, which strangely enough is what that bottom tub feels like, and the rest is still quite full. So no idea what's going to happen. Don't have long to wait though, thankfully, so in the next week or so I would expect them to start pipping if they are healthy. Am I going to be gutted if none of them hatch? Yes, of course. You know, I've put quite a lot of time and effort into this process, but overall it's been a fantastic experience. I've enjoyed the process, I've enjoyed doing it, I've enjoyed looking at the eggs, you know, I enjoy nature, full stop. So the whole process to me has been fascinating. Yes, it would be nice if just a few of them hatch, I'll be delighted. You know, this whole process has been learning for me. I've not done it before, I've been very open about that. It's been a learning process. A lot of it has been trial and error. I will be cross with myself, obviously, but you know, that's life. Worse things are going on in the world at the moment than a failed clutch, as I've said before. So, you know, I'm very humble and very thankful for the things that I do have. Yeah, it'd be great if I could hatch a few really nice pied reticulated pythons, of course. But you know, we'll see. We don't have long to wait now, so that'll be not long to wait at all. So I'm going to leave it there. Like the video if you like it, subscribe and hit the bell if you want to be notified when I upload the next video. You know, in the next week or so, if they don't pip, I guess I'll pop a slit in one and see what's inside. That's going to be quite exciting, although probably maybe a bit emotional, or I don't know. I'll be nervous either way probably. But yeah, we'll see. Share it if you think you know people that would like this kind of content as well, and I'll see you again.